r/rules horror. Posted by u/sadburger1107. Elda National Park Camping Guidelines. Entering Elda National Park, a sign is hanging to advise campers how to act safely during an overnight stay. It reads as follows. Welcome to Elda National Park. We're so glad you have chosen to visit our beautiful forest. Our tall coniferous trees, charming creeks and lakes, and our rolling hills make ENP a top destination for tourists all across our great country. Hiking, birdwatching, swimming and fishing are allowed from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. If you are participating in these activities, we recommend you begin traveling back around 6:30 p.m. to avoid being left behind after park closing, as we will not have anyone available after closing to help you back to your vehicle. Camping is allowed at ENP, however, we recommend only experienced campers and/or survivalists do so, as it is considered an extremely dangerous spot to camp. In the event you make the decision to continue your visit to our magnificent park by camping, we ask that you acknowledge and abide by the rules listed below. These rules will be printed and available at the Welcome Center. We require campers to provide their name, phone number and address. We also require the same information be provided for your next of kin, so they may be notified in the event of an emergency, severe injury, disappearance or death. The rules/guidelines are listed below. 1. Always begin your camping trip while it is early in the afternoon and the sun is still up. 2. Only camp in a tent. No hammocks, or sleeping bags alone. It is much safer to stay in a tent. 3. Although it isn't required, we recommend not camping by yourself, as being alone greatly decreases your chances of survival. 4. Only make camp in a clearing. The trees become quite dangerous after dark. If you are within 5 feet of more than 2 trees, do not camp on that area. 5. Have your tent up by sundown. It is best to have shelter from the dark. 6. A fire must be burning at all times. You may have to leave your tent in the middle of the night to do so, but make certain the fire is always burning. This wards off most predators that lurk in the woods. 7. Only eat plant-based foods while camping. The scent of meat/blood has been known to attract predators, including coyotes, bobcats, bears, and far worse. 8. Do not look in the treetops. Oftentimes, it will watch from the highest points it can, which is almost always the treetops. If you see it, know you didn't. Continue about your stay here as if nothing happened. 9. Be sure to carry a fully charged cell phone for emergency communication as well as an emergency light source. 10. Always carry a flashlight. This is important both to see where you are going and what you are doing, as well as to scare away any predators that may be stalking you under cover of darkness. 11. By midnight, you must enter your tent. You must not leave the tent for any reason until 2 a.m. This is the most common time for it to awake. 11b. Make sure to put wood on your fire before you enter your tent. If the fire goes out, you will be seen as an easy target and will likely not survive the night. 11c. Ignore any and all noises you hear between midnight and 2 a.m. This includes growling, howling, grunting, talking and screaming. It is only trying to lure you out and away from the tent. 12. If in any case you hear your name coming from the woods, do not respond and do not seek out the origin of the voice. Even if you believe you recognize the voice, it is not anyone that you know. It is trying to trick you. 12b. If at any point, it sounds like your own voice calling your name, immediately add a log to your fire, enter the tent, cover your ears, grab your flashlight for protection and begin to pray. If you are generally spiritual and believe that your prayers have power, it will often stop. Only uncover your ears after 10 minutes. If the voice is gone, you may keep your ears uncovered and wait another 5 minutes before exiting the tent. If the voice is still apparent, repeat this process until it is gone. Under no circumstances should you leave the tent while the voice is still there. 13. If you fall asleep at any point and wake up to scratching on your tent, this means your fire has more than likely gone out. All you can do at this point is sit silently with your flashlight, and message family and friends that you are in danger and that you love them. Pray if you are a believer and do not stop. In the best case scenario when this happens, you may be able to scare it off with prayers and your light. However, you will likely lose a limb or two. In the worst case scenario, you can expect to be impaled on a tree branch and your entrails to be pulled from your body cavity and fed upon while your skin is slowly peeled from your body piece by piece until you die from shock. 14. If at any point during your time camping here it begins to rain, calmly get up, grab your flashlight and cell phone and begin walking to the nearest lakeshore. Lay your flashlight and cell phone on the bank and begin wading toward the center of the lake. It controls the weather here at ENP, and rain indicates that it has chosen a target and plans to use rain to wash away any blood that may be left behind. 15. If you have safely made it to the lake, you must stay in the center of the lake until sunrise. It is unable to swim, so as long as you remain in the middle of the lake, you should be fine. While in the lake, it is best to keep an eye on it while it watches you from the shore. This way you know where it would be coming from when the sun rises. Look around the shore until you spot it. You will know you have found it when you see a creature around 9 to 10 feet tall, with pale gray skin, sunken cheeks, long spindly arms, long thin legs and glowing purple eyes. It looks emaciated almost to the point of death. Once you see it, do not stare directly into its eyes. If you do, it may be able to draw you subconsciously closer to shore. 16. If you feel it drawing you closer to shore, fight it. Do whatever you have to do to fight the urge to move closer to it. Think of anything else you can to distract yourself from the sensation of wanting to move closer. 17. If you manage to remain safe until sunrise, we recommend you wait to begin your walk back to the car until mid-morning, 9 to 10 a.m., as sometimes it likes to stay awake a bit longer in the hopes that someone will let their guard down long enough for it to make a quick last-minute attack. Remain alert the entire walk back to your vehicle. Remember, you aren't safe until you are sitting in your car. 18. After you have successfully made it back to your vehicle, drive to the Welcome Center to inform the attendant that you have safely exited the park. If you do not visit the Welcome Center by 1 p.m. to inform them of your departure, we will assume the worst, call in search and rescue, and notify your next of kin of your disappearance or death. We hope you have enjoyed your visit with us here at Elda National Park. If you have any questions, please see the Welcome Center attendant. And remember, never break the rules. It's your life on the line. Next story of this video. Posted by you/JustNotSuki404. Rules for staying at my Airbnb. Hello. Thank you for choosing to stay here. Food is provided for you here. Just follow these rules to ensure maximum comfort and safety. Rule 1. Every time you enter, make sure to enter from the back door and take off your shoes. They patrol the main entrance. Yell as loud as you can, "I'm here, Kyle," when you are inside. This alerts Kyle that you are not hostile. He will be nice for the rest of your stay. Anyone entering should do this. 1A. Kyle will appear as a blonde high school boy who will occasionally pop up in your peripheral. He will disappear when you look at him, but he is not dangerous, usually. This is his way of playing with you. 1B. If he does not disappear when you look at him, simply stare him in the eyes and smile. He will try to engage in conversation. Talk to him until he leaves you alone. This may happen a few times. Kyle is your friend. 1C. If you have pets or children, it is safe for them to play with Kyle. Rule 2. You may use the TV and karaoke box but never let the volume go over 27, any louder and they get angry. Rule 3. For meals, do not eat out. Eat the pre-made meals in the fridge with a yellow sticky note on them. If it does not have a yellow sticky note, they put it there to trick you. Only eat these meals at the time written on the sticky notes. If you miss the time, the meal will be gone. The fridge will be restocked in the morning. Rule 4. You can eat anything in the fridge. Rule 5. Only use the upstairs bathroom. Always make sure the door to the downstairs bathroom is closed. If the door to the downstairs bathroom is open, do not look inside and do not investigate. Shut your eyes tight while closing the door and do your best to ignore the screams and cries for help. They will drag you in with them if you see them. Rule 6. If an elderly woman with long red hair knocks on your door, take the loaded gun from the bedside table and end yourself and your company. It's better than what she'll do. Rule 7. Before sleeping, always use the black blanket from the closet. It is harder for them to see through it. Rule 8. Take any blanket you'd like. Rule 9. Cover all mirrors before sleeping or else they may get free. Rule 10. Play music, it's fun. Rule 11. Do not play music, it makes you less alert and covers up noises, see Rule 15. This also goes without saying, but no parties. Rule 12. Hide under your blanket before sleeping, no matter what. They can't see you if you do this. Rule 13. They can only take physical form from midnight to 7 a.m., so try to be asleep before then. If you cannot sleep, refer to Rule 15. Rule 14. If a stuffed pink rabbit toy appears in your arms while under the blanket, don't worry. That's just Gerald, he's here to protect you. If a stuffed animal appears that is not Gerald, it is a trick. Throw it out of the blanket immediately. Rule 15. If in any event you cannot sleep and hear scratching in your room, send Gerald out of the blanket. He will deal with it. Once the scratching noises stop, you may now take him back in. Don't look outside the blanket. Rule 16. If when you wake up, you will find blood and scratches on the walls, don't touch it, Once you leave the room and close the door, you will find that they are gone when you come back. Be sure to leave for longer than 12 minutes and 29 seconds as they don't like being disturbed. If you come back while they are cleaning, accept your fate. Rule 17, only take the pancake mix in the cupboard above the sink for breakfast. They've tampered with everything else. Rule 18, take anything out of any cupboard. Rule 19, before leaving, yell out "Goodbye Kyle" in your loudest voice, then run out the back door and into your car. If you leave without saying this, he will think you are being taken and won't let you leave. Everyone must do this. Rule 20, stay forever. Failure to comply will result in a painful death. Please inform any company you will have, friends, family, etc., of these rules. Have a good stay. Oh, and quick note, don't trust the rules in all lowercase without punctuation, that's just Kyle messing with you.